Now tell me, isn't this cool? Good morning. How are we all doing this morning? Today is going to be a kind of a different day. As you can see, I'm going to be hands-free. Yeah. I have a good friend here and also a train enthusiast, Andrew. I'll just say hi.
Hi guys.
So this is going to be fun and kind of a new challenge. But what I have in front of me is a module that Andrew did. It's done on this one is done on the T junction, if I'm correct. But man, this thing is just phenomenal. This is awesome. So he's doing two parts, and so far he's got one part done on this. Let's see if we can go to the. There we go. All right, check this out. I'll stop at the station. The detail is just phenomenal on the front of this, and the weathering. Isn't that cool? All right. Well, good morning, guys. Good Wednesday morning. I hope you all have your cup of coffee, cup of joe. I'm doing good. I've already got the caffeine jitters. That's awesome. So what we have here is a module that's been done up by Andrew. Like I said, he's also a train enthusiast. Way better than he's giving himself credit for. Just the weathering and everything on this, the detail is just phenomenal. I can't get over it. The neat thing how he has it set up. Let's see if I can move this guy around. So he's literally put a power plug right in the side to run the trams. And the reason why he did this was so he could run the trams on a 7-volt battery or other power supplies. So you don't have to use like a Kato transformer or anything special. You can just literally plug it in. What voltage is this transformer on this?
The transformer on that is 6 volt.
6 volt, and it just runs it at a perfect speed. So now you get to see the back side. This is the unfinished side. And this is going to be city?
Yeah.
Cityscape. That is pretty cool.
I was kind of going for a Japanese 2-city thing where one's like one of those ghost stations and the other one was a urban scene. Just to see if I even like modeling in that scale.
And what's your opinion on modeling in this scale?
It's tiny.
It's tiny.
I don't mind it, but it's tiny. A lot of tweezers.
Well, you can put so much in a small area. It's great. So who do we have on here today? It's hard for me to kind of see. I need my new glasses should be in the next day or so. We got Charles Revert, Stan Elliott. Good morning, Stan. Rick Coble, Dave Smith. Audio is good. Awesome. Thank you. Charles Revert. Let's see. Old guy printing. Good morning, Dave. Dave. Oh, dude. Dave's got another great video out on his schoolhouse. It's a worthwhile watch. And there's a link down below to where you can get to his first video, and then from there you can go into his actual YouTube channel. Make sure to check those out. It's pretty cool. He walks you through on how he does it, and it's great. It just blows me out of the water. Dude, I'm loving this thing. Now, you said when you leave, you're going to leave this here?
Haha, you're funny.
Okay, this is awesome. Oh, we have Paul in the house. Good morning, Paul. And Troy. Now, the cool thing is, if you do have any questions, don't be afraid to post them, and I'm going to be able to read them for the first time. What radius curves is Andrew using? Yes, Andrew. What radius curves are you using?
That is a mix of the 8 1/4 radius, the tightest radius Kato makes, and then a couple of pieces from the super compact starter set. So the 12-inch radius pieces as well.
Okay, that's really cool. That is so sweet. So it's a mix of a couple different radiuses. It looks like my cameo died. This is so sweet. And what else do we have? There we go. All right. So before we move on, any questions for Andrew pertaining to this? Oh, doing good. All right. Let me set this aside. There we go. That's an awesome piece. And that's your first one, right? Your first N scale.
Yeah, that's my first jump into N scale, and really my first jump into finalizing scenery and everything.
Okay. Yeah,
Adult.
because now Andrew, he's big scale. Actually, I was going to show this. This is the new engine that's been 3D printed, downscaled to the proper size. This is the biggest scale that Andrew is into, so it's really cool to see him. I mean, from one extreme to the next. Now today, I wanted to show you this one, and we're going to just quickly put the let's see, we got the chassis on it, and then the frame and the roof. This was done on both the Bamboo Lab and also the K1 Max. And I actually had to split the model to make it fit, which is fine. And you can do all that good stuff in the slicer anymore, which is good. Let's see, we have our rooftop with some of our small pieces. There's our chassis and our tank. Now, real quick before I go any further, sometime today, we're going to be giving this away. This is, I don't have a true name. I call it a double, but it's like I should call it a double deck. This is part of the hex track. So we'll be doing that a little later. A matter of fact, I'm going to have Andrew write up 3 numbers on some blank cards that's sitting right next to him that he didn't know was going to happen. And on the table, you'll find the deck of, yep, that's it. And randomly put 3 numbers down between 1 and 60. And eventually we'll get to that here a little bit later in the show. Refresh my screen here. Now, one unique thing I've noticed with doing it this way, I've got a little bit of delay from what I see to what's on YouTube now versus seeing it direct. I am not in control of EV Mux. Andrew is. He is our producer for the day. Thank you, Andrew. So this is the something different, something new. We're trying a couple of different things out. Oh boy, I've had way too much coffee. And I'm just going to glue this up real quick so we can see what it looks like when it's all finished. This pretty much finished up this morning on a couple pieces. Should sand it probably, but I'm using a little CA with some kicker. That works pretty good. There's some other glues out there for PLA. This is done out of PLA. I'm probably going to end up doing the next one out of PET G because it's going to be running outside. This is proof of concept. Because what I do want to do is I want to use some used trucks, some motors, and connect those up to this. There we go. So you get the gist of the size of the engine. Now today we're running no script. This is just flying by the seat of our pants. So it's going to be fun to see how this ends. We do have a couple videos we could show you. One is by Jimmy with DIY and Digital. Everybody, well, there we go. Everybody can use a Christmas train. Doesn't matter if you're into trains or not, but a Christmas train is almost a must. It's like this is our time of year. So the people that say to trains and then Christmas comes around is perfect because we can do what we want within reason, and it just stands out for a good time of the year. I am not oh, I need more coffee. I'm not awake, but yet I got the jitters. Okay, so yeah, this is, what is he running there? O scale? He was running O scale on that video. That's a good watch. Next is old guy 3D printing in a school building. See if we can get that up here. Now this is Dave, the old guy. But yeah, he walks you through and he shows you how he does it. Design Spark Mechanical is the program that he's using. I actually said it right this time. And the nice thing is you don't have to use Design Spark Mechanical. That's what Dave uses. And he's very, very good at it. Myself, I use Fusion, and there's a couple of other good programs out there. But he does a really nice walkthrough on this. And he explains it, and he shows you what he's doing. Well done, Dave. That is really cool. I can't wait to see what you actually do with the building, and I have an idea you have other plans in mind. Welcome to the club. There we go. And right now we're sitting at putting the chassis together while we're watching videos. Whoops. Need a little CA on that. A little kicker on the other side. This is a big model. Now this year, this coming spring, my intent was to do a garden railway out in my back, but things have kind of changed. My in-laws, they're getting up there. My father-in-law, he's 88, and it's time to keep closer attention, and family comes first in my book. If we can avoid a nursing home, we're going to avoid a nursing home. He needs to be around family. So, and he has this beautiful spot. He has a driveway it's an oval. You come down, it's kind of a long island, and then you go back around. But that whole center piece is just screaming for a garden railway. So my goal is to actually build it up there this spring, because regardless, my weekends are going to be spent there with the family. So what better way to do it than share it with the family? And with that being said, we will have videos as we put it together. You'll be able to see my rights and my wrongs. Nice thing is I have good friends to help me out. So there's the chassis. That's looking good. Now I'm not going to glue that. I might tack the top on, but I'm not going to glue it because I just want to see how well it looks. And where's my front and my rear? Let's see. Where's the tanks? Tanks are in the rear. Yep, there they are. Now with this kit, or the STL files, they already have pre-drilled screw holes. As you can see here and here. I believe I'm in frame. There we go. And you can literally put screws up through the bottom and screw it all together. It's probably the better way on doing it. I'll most likely be doing that myself, but just for today, I'm going to be tacking this in place because we can pop these things. Now, what other videos do we have there? Oh man, this thing's cool. Look at the size of that model. Ah. And this one is, I didn't write the names down of the channels.
A leopard's tail.
Oh, this is a leopard's tail. Yes, yes. A leopard's tail is, he's a small channel and he's coming up. So do me a favor and check out a leopard's tail. He's got some really cool information. I'll try to get links down below. And the other thing is I want to kind of showcase all these new guys, like myself, just a little guy, but trying to have a lot of fun. Okay. Yeah, I need to get that screen closer. This way I'm not always looking to my right. We're going to go ahead and slap this roof on. And again, I'm just going to tack it. Because we can do a lot of sanding and cleaning up if we want to. Of course, you don't have to. That is the cool thing about having multiple colors with 3D printing. You can literally print the engine on or with any color you like. Oops, let's go over here. This one I will sand and paint. And we're just going to set that in place. Set that into place. Everything is lining up on this model really nice.
What kind of glue are you using?
I am using medium CA glue with a little kicker. So it's not really thin. Now, do we have any post to gander at? Any questions down there? Are we doing good? How to keep the activator from going hard? No, the activator, I wouldn't see it going hard. I could see the moment you touch it to the CA glue. Now, if you're talking about the CA glue going hard, I actually like these little bottles because what happens is the ends, this will seal up, which is actually no big deal. Unlike the plastic bottles, you got to try to poke a needle through it and all that stuff. But with this, literally, all I do is I'll take my torch and I'll heat it up, and there you go. It literally melts and burns off the end of the CA glue. So let's go ahead and put a couple more things on here. Oh, Andrew has the Garden Railway up. I've watched this channel a few times. He's a good guy, and he's plowing snow. The earlier channel, or the earlier video he had, he was. You can go ahead and switch that up there. So this is after his first main snow. No, this is a cool view. If I'm going to be in the snow, this is what I want to be doing. What are we missing there?
Where's the one that you built?
Oh, my snowplow?
Yeah.
Where is that snowplow? I think it's out in the shop, maybe.
I think you're right. I think it is.
Pardon?
I think it is.
Yeah. I did that over the summertime. I built a snowplow, laser cut it. If anywhere, go ahead and take a peek back there with the other goodies to your left. There you go. If it's somewhere, it should be there. If not, it's out in the shop. Nope. Andrew's looking for the snowplow that I laser cut. I'll have to show that next time. Oh. Look at that thing just plowing snow. Oh, and a derail. And we are close on this one. This is going to be a nice little fun display. And one of the biggest reasons why I'm doing this is to show you that you don't have to go out and buy a full model. You can do this at any scale. O scale too. And S. All right, we are just sitting there. There we go. Look at this. Now the engine itself, not chassis, but the engine is actually 20 inches long. Now I rescaled the other one, which is huge. So the model that I used was not true scale, but I was able to resize it, rescale this one to the proper size. And this should be able to fit some nice trucks on it. Look at that. Oh, we got a couple more goodies to put on here. And then I think it'll be time to have a little giveaway. So audio has been good this show. Z-scale. Are you going to do Z-scale, Troy? That's small. For blind people like me, it's a cool scale, but it's small. Now, I've seen, a matter of fact, there's Z-scale at the Garden Railway Club, and it's kind of cool how they did it. They made a park, and then they put the Z-scale in as like a ride-on train. Oops. I should put that in camera view, shouldn't I? What I'm doing is I'm adding the vents. And I'll try to put some links up, get some links up here later to this model. If this model is actually in Pinterest, I think I got it in Pinterest. Check that out. Oh, and now we have. No, I'm just tacking these on because I will take them off when I go to clean this up a little bit. My rain guards, the sun guard. one side here.
What's that scaled to?
This is scaled to 1/22, I believe. Oh, I see it up there. Yeah, 1/22. So the other one I scaled to 1/24. But even that, the scaling was wrong. It was way too large. Oops. And I think total print time on this was 14 hours, right in there roughly. And it's taking shape. So I'm not going to glue those in. I'm just going to pop those in. Now, I do want to talk a little bit about the online store. If you go to the online store right now, you'll notice things are actually out of stock. And the reasoning for that is we are going through a really, last year we went through this, but this year is really bad, to where it's raining 1 second, it's freezing the next. So you get all this humidity up in the air, and it soaks into all the woods. And then all of a sudden it goes to dry weather and it starts sucking it out. And it's pretty bad when even my MDF, which I've never seen this happen before until this fall, even my MDF is warping. And that's probably one of the most stable plies that I've used. My birch of all woods, that's even kind of warping a little bit. So until everything gets stable, I am not going to be one of those guys to send out kits in any kind of condition like that. So hopefully here shortly in the next few days, because it's finally freezing. We started refreezing again yesterday. So I figure another day or two, and then I'll have product back up on the store. But not until then. Even though some of the items might be a little warped, they go together great, but I don't want to send it out that way. I want it completely flat. So that is why the store is actually out of stock at the moment. And again, I hope to have everything back up and running in the next day or so. Just to let you guys know. Look at that engine. Let's see what camera are we on today. Here we're on. Yep. Look at that thing. That is so cool. Wouldn't you like to be? I'd love to be an engineer of this one. Old Jeep 7. Workhorse. Good workhorse of its time. I want to say this is 70s, 80s. Air right in there. Yeah. But it just looks so good. Now for the handrail, I'm still printing the handrails, but I wanted to show this cool little tool. It's a deburr, and they're not that expensive. On the newer printers, you don't have to worry so much. I'm using an OrdBot, not an OrdBot. It's the Craft Bot. And with that one, I got a little too much elephant's foot on the edge. The nice thing with this is you can go right in and just clean that elephant foot right off and then dress it up. So it's a good tool to have, especially if you're into 3D printing. I would suggest getting one of those. Let's see, where are we at? Okay.
31.
We're doing good. Let's get to this. I hope everyone's having a wonderful morning. And how many guests do we have in? We have
17.
18.
Yeah, 18.
Oh, more hex track. Hexes I'll actually have up because the MDF has totally settled down. I've never seen that stuff work before until today or this week. So those have settled down. I'll start putting the hex tracks out, and we are talking about hex tracks. I think it's time. Okay, let's see here. We have 3 cards. I'm going to put, let's do this backwards. 1, see if I can do this upside down. 2, is that upside down? Is that right? Nope. That's like my son.
It's upside down and backwards.
Upside down and backwards. That one's 2. There we go. This one's 3. All right, guys. Pick a card. 1, 2, or 3. We're going to set that card aside. And then, guys, between 1 and 60, make sure to pick a number between 1 and 60 and put it in the comments now. Oh, it's snowing in Michigan. It snowed last night. Okay, we're going to pick card 2. Now, pick a number between 1 and 61. All right, Dave. I love you, man. Now, Dave can cut all this stuff out. He has the same equipment that I have, so I get it. You got some good numbers coming up. See, I don't even know what these numbers are. I did not pick these numbers, so I don't have a clue. We have...
I shuffled them pretty good before I handed them to you, too.
Oh, so you're not even aware of
I don't even know what number that is.
That'll work. We'll give this a few more minutes. Do we have any other videos to see up there? Are we through all those?
That's it.
That's it. But you know, for fun, let's bring your module back. I love that thing, dude. Set big blue Bertha to the side here. Let's get this aside. Set that there. And we're getting a few numbers in. 44, 7, 8, 29. 2. Well, that's the one you picked. So, Ian, if you want to stick with 2, just put 2 down again. Or pick a number. And I'm going to set this right here for now. Let's get this in here. Let's see if I can get my Cameo. Is Cameo still froze?
No, it's iffy. Cameo's iffy. It's not current.
Oh, wow, it's way behind. And laggy. Let's see if that helps it.
Well, he's getting that set up. Here's the final prints on that O scale.
Oh,
church. Or building,
guy,
I think
3D
is what it is. It's not a
printing.
church. I think it's a garage, actually, on this one.
This is the add-on to the gym. I think this is the entrance to the new add-on to their gym. Yeah, so those would be that'd be the entrance to the new gym. There's still a whole big building that goes behind this. Now, how I know that, I had the opportunity of seeing a lot of the pictures, and if you watch his videos, you'll be able to see where he's going with this whole build. And it's amazing. It is just amazing. There we go. Now let's get this little guy going. And are we done with numbers? We'll give it a couple more. We'll give it a couple more minutes.
Cameo's dead.
Cameo's dead?
Yeah, it's down.
Let's just move that off the table. All right. And check this out. I just love how you just plug it in and away it goes. All right, stop at the station. Yeah. So if Andrew can do this, you guys can definitely do this.
Again, this is my first ever jump into end scale, first ever jump into finishing out scenery, weathering, any of that kind of stuff, especially in something this small.
So I noticed now for the dirt in the center of the between the rails, is this airbrush or brush or?
That's all the weathering's done with airbrush.
Okay.
That is probably partially clogged from poor cleaning and
But it makes it
a little bit spattery, but The rock molds were done with leopard spotting technique of washes, and then the weathering on the track, and if you catch it when it goes past, the mild weathering on the tram, and everything else has been painted with just thinned out airbrush paint and done that way.
See if you can see the tram better. That is just so cool. I'm going to sneak this up to the camera. And check that out, the rock, everything's just... So this is your first time?
That's my first time.
So don't be intimidated.
Just takes patience.
Like that portal.
And eventually I'll have a double pull, double throw switch on the side there so I can change directions. And like I said, like you said earlier, I've got it set up to where I can plug in a 7.4 volt RC NiCad battery underneath of there and just run it on its own, so I don't even have to have an outlet to run it.
So this proves one good thing, is you don't need a lot of space to have a little railroad. This is phenomenal. All right, now let's get to a number. That is built on, whoops, I don't see. The T-track base is built on
the junction module.
Junction.
It's built on a standard T junction module. So a little smaller than a double.
Yeah. So if you can put it on a module that's smaller than a double and make it look this beautiful, that is just awesome.
With the Kato Unitrack 12-inch corners and the 8 1/4-inch corners.
Yeah.
Really small and really tight.
How come you're not a member of the Des Moines T-track yet? I am surprised.
Because I already have too many hobbies.
Andrew's going to do a lot of hobbies.
You and I have discussed this already.
Yes. All right. Are we ready for a number? There we go. We have a couple added. Let's see. Now, let's see. 13. Oh, we got 2. Oh, no. That's Dave. So which one is it, Dave? 3 or 13? I'm going with 13 because you have it twice. 7, 8, 29, and we have
26. What's that one?
27.
Ian.
Ian won it.
Ian.
Awesome. 26. One away. Congratulations. That was close between Doug and Ian. Ian made it just in the nick of time. Congratulations. Hopefully if you're on Facebook, do me a favor and send me an email. And then once I get that, I'll be able to get it right out to you. You can also email me at info@Klawndyke.com or YouTube at Klawndyke.com. I prefer YouTube at Klawndyke, then I know exactly where it came from. Congratulations, guy. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'll even send the card with it. Oh, I didn't sign it. There we go. And I'm going to even put lucky number 7 or 27. Number 27. Congratulations. These are fun. These are really cool. I love this idea. I'll set that aside. All right. Any questions? Are we doing good? Fun show. Thank you, Robert. And we're good there. All caught up. All right, guys. I hope you have a wonderful morning. A little coffee. I think my coffee jitters are finally kind of mellowing out. I'm going to go have another cup. Now tonight, go check out Dave Gatton CNC. He'll be doing a live. If you have any questions pertaining to CNC routers, he's doing the. Oh, I'm having a brain fart. He does a live stream every Wednesday. So if you do have any questions pertaining to anything about a router, Dave's a good person to talk with. Ask him any question, he can answer it. He has been doing this for a long time. I trust his opinion. And then check out the videos that we showed down below. Let's see, Saturday, if you're interested in lasers, 3D printing, and routers and everything CNC, our Ballard Design, Ryan is the host of the show. He does this every Saturday night, 7:55 Central Time, the real time. I'm one of the guests there, and we have a lot of fun. And come join it. I believe I do have a link to that down below. That is Saturday night, 7:55. So you guys have a wonderful week until next week, and enjoy life. It's beautiful. And peace. Do you have anything else to say? Yeah? No?
Not much. Just thanks for letting me try to figure all this stuff out and showing off my attempt at a N scale.
It's a wonderful attempt. I think you did a beautiful job, sir. That is phenomenal. And thank you so much for helping out. This has been a unique experience. Like I said, it's going to be something different. We'll see how well this goes on. I think this turned out pretty good, so I'm not complaining. Let me know what you guys think. Until then, guys, have a good one, and peace.